Welcome back, everybody. 6 years ago, Senator Obama told potential voters that lobbyists and special interest groups had made government into a game that only those groups can afford to play. The Obama presidency, however, was going to be different. Well, that was then, and this is now. President Obama's campaign apparatus, Obama for America, has reinvented itself as a political group called Organizing for Action, and that group is literally selling access to the President of the United States. According to the New York Times, for $500 grand, you can get scheduled face-to-face meetings with the leader of the free world at the White House. Now, Bob, I have to ask, this sounds like just an absolute bad idea on so many levels. 500 grand, I can get face-to-face with President Obama. Not only just face-to-face, but I can schedule him in advance.
I'm shocked that you're so upset by this. Look, his campaign organization, they should have done this the last time around. They wouldn't have had as much trouble on Obamacare as they did. But now that they've done this, this is not another special interest. These represent people who want a majority of this country, 52%, one. Two, if you're going to put money together to support something like this, of course you're going to have the President of the United States attend meetings with them. I mean, that's all part of the game.
No, this is pay to play. This is a completely, this is
No, it's not pay to play for what?
It's pay to play. 500, you donate 500 grand to this organization, which is allegedly going to not be donating to political campaigns, but you get access, Dana. I mean, have you heard of this before?
Well, obviously the donors who spoke to the New York Times anonymously, who were strutting around saying, ooh, I'm going to get to be on an advisory council for $500,000. I, too, can do this. It is such hypocrisy. It was also something that I think if the Bush administration had come up with, the counsel's office would have said, you're a lunatic, get out of here.
There was no Bush organizations that had special presidents club levels?
As he was president, in order to meet with him, in order to push legislation for $500,000 apiece? No, Bob, there was not.
Listen, there wasn't.
They're not talking about pushing special pieces of legislation. They're talking about pressing for Obama's agenda. That's a different story.
Well, no, but what would not pay to play about that? I give you $500 and I get your ear and give you my side of the story.
This is what we want to do to help you, Mr. President.
Yeah, when you have MSNBC's Chuck Todd saying that this looks really bad, when you've lost Chuck Todd, it looks really, really bad.
Common Cause, too.
Yeah.
Came out today saying it was wrong.
This is unprecedented lobbying, I think, and it appears like the president is for sale. And again, it points to the two classes, right? And it's not just the rich and the poor. It's the connected and the non-connected. When you get sick, don't call a doctor, call a lobbyist. If you want an interview with the president, as we read last week, don't call the White House press office, call Anita Dunn and do a little pay-for-play back and forth. And now, if you want your issue pushed, you call Organizing for, it shouldn't be action, it should be Organizing for Access, because that's exactly what they're doing.
They don't have to change the stationery. They don't have to change it, Greg?
Exactly.
No, this is basically a season pass to a left-wing theme park, but instead of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, you jump into President Obama's giant ears. Because that's what you're buying. You're buying his ears. It proves the only way the rich can escape Obama's wrath is paying for protection. That's what it is. It's the difference. What is the difference between?
They're not lobbying for anything beyond his agenda.
But wait, tell me. So why did they spend 500 grand then? What did they want to do?
Why does anybody spend 500,000? They want to hang out with the president. There's a lot of people who pay that.
It was President Obama who, when he campaigned and announced his presidency, his candidacy in February of '07. I don't know if you have that or not, but basically he said, I'm going to be a different kind of politician. I'm going to be a different kind of president. Money is not going to influence me. This is why you should vote for me. And now you have this, which is basically, so it proves you can't get money out of politics.
When you got every money lobbyist in Washington, D.C. against Obama, he can't have his own people for him?
Against
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
and let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something else about Obamacare.
Are you kidding?
One of the reasons that they didn't need Obama for action during Obamacare is because they arranged to hire David Axelrod's former firm, of which he still needed to get his earn out, and they basically paid them to lobby about Obamacare. Then you have Jack Lew, the Treasury Secretary nominee. He's about to become the secretary, or maybe he already has. I don't know if the vote's been done. He had written into his contract at Citigroup that he would not get a bonus if he left the job, unless he went to work for the government. And that's exactly, and this is going to be your Secretary of Treasury. I mean, these people know how to chase money around, and if somebody from an oil company had had that written into their contract and gone to work for a Republican administration, let me just tell you, the media's head would explode. And on this one, they're quiet as mice.
Can I throw something up here? Just a couple. Let's take the Trump shot, guys. Can you cue that one up? This is a couple of years ago. You want to talk about pay to play, pay for access? Watch this.
I'm at the White House a couple of times a week. Okay. 2-3 times a week. I have conversations every day with someone in the White House or in the administration every day.
A couple times a day, call the White House, pick up the phone, Barack Obama. Hey, what's going on, Richie?
Yeah. You just show me one administration. You keep guys saying, "Oh, this is Republicans. We all get beat up." You name me one administration that the top donors could not get through the president.
Right. The point is,
that's the point.
What's the difference between evil 1%ers and these rich Obama supporters? Knee pads? I don't know.
I'm not talking 1%. I'm talking about this is politics.
But that's what I'm pointing. You guys constantly demonize people with money. You can't do that anymore.
That's why
you have the money.
Who aren't for us.
You have the money.
You just said it right there.
That's right.
We demonize people who have money that aren't for us.
That's right.
Exactly.
There it is, folks.
It's the same thing with women. You can't demonize women unless they disagree with you.
I'm glad you're having this argument. You can yell all you want, but when you win an election, then maybe you can talk. Right now, this is the spoils that go to the victors.
All right, but I love the fact that you said it's the majority. It represents the majority of the country.
He did.
No, it doesn't.
Campaign organization.
What percentage of registered voters voted? Come on. And then you take a percentage of that. That is far from the majority.
Are you telling me you couldn't get anybody to come out Mitt Romney? That's not our problem.
And, Bob, you say no other president has done this. I would argue this is unprecedented because no other president has done this at this level and promised to be so different.
Right.
That's why this is a big
there
story.
it is. Therein lies the hypocrisy. My presidency is going to be completely different. I'm not, special interest groups aren't going to
Let's go back to the last 4 presidential campaigns and see how many presidents.
We got to go.